ever since that civilian conversation started when 6ix9ine was popping, not only have rappers and random people around the world ran with that story, but now even media people, not only did we run with that story, but they taken it a little too far. Now, the civilian thing is 6ix9ine was popping at one point. So they had, but he wasn't a gang member. But most people needed an excuse to actually stay fucking with the guy. Because he was still popping even after he came off as a snitch. So, in order to separate the fact that he was still popping and nobody got him yet, and nobody, you know what I mean, and he snitched and he got one, and blah, 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 and gangsters still wanted to F with 6ix9ine, right? They said, you know what? We're going to start a new narrative. And they named it the civilian narrative. You're a civilian, which means you could snitch, you could hang with gang members, you could do whatever you want. You just can't portray as a gangster. And you could do whatever you want because you're a civilian. So you could do whatever to us dealing with snitching or telling or getting us in trouble because we don't expect you to do anything. You, civilian, go snitch on somebody and go to jail and then tell them people in jail that you snitched on somebody and see if they treat you like that. See if they treat you like, oh no, but you're a civilian. You're a civilian. No, anyway. Basically, that conversation is now taking people to take shit too far. Right now, for example, I watched the Poetic Flacco on Instagram. Basically, some rapper got arrested. He been claiming that he's going to call the cops on some rapper and get him arrested. He called the cops, got him arrested, and not claimed. So he claimed, allegedly, he called the cops, got him arrested. He's literally sitting on Instagram like, yeah, I got him arrested. Don't drop the soap. I'm a civilian though. I'm a civilian. I'm a snitch. I'm a snitch. But anyway, these gangsters. DJ Academics, he's like, you know, I'm a civilian. But however, poking the bear at so many people at the top is kind of like, are you? Like, you turning gangster real quick. It's getting gangster over here. You got the straps. You got people popping up at your crib. And like, shit getting set up. It's getting gangster over there. It's some that you might end up in jail one day. You sure you want to run with the civilian thing? And I snitch on. I mean, hey, I'll call the cops. But however, you're still black. We are still black. You can still end up booked for a random reason. It don't matter. We are black people. It seems that we forgot that as human beings. It seems that's the civilian conversation, which started from people gangsters wanting to still rock with 6ix9ine, so they needed an excuse. So they said, he's a civilian now. Is the civilian situation you seeing that people taking it a little too far? Do you see this shit backfiring one day? Do you see somebody who's going to end up in the media? Because I'm starting to notice that before 6ix9ine, this civilian shit never existed. Nobody was sitting up here like they gonna snitch. Nobody ever admitted that on the media. Nobody ever, until the 6ix9ine situation, they ain't even in this situation. And people volunteering, I snitch. Like, it's looking bad for civilians. So, I got a question, right? How much can civilians get away with? Are you a civilian? You know? Or, because it seems like some people selective civilians. You know, some people just downright snitches. But anyway, what can a civilian get away with? Is media people, or if you're a rapper, but you claim you're a civilian, what exactly can you get away with? Because how far can we take it? Can we be civilians and then pretend to be gangsters? And then do the gangsters call you out at all? Or do you just retreat back to being a civilian? No, I'm not really about that. I'm a civilian. I'll still call the cops on you. So can the gangsters intermingle with civilians? Because civilians always, now I'm hearing, oh, I'll call the cops, I'll snitch, I'll do this, I'll do that. Like, what is a civilian for real, for real? What the fuck is a civilian? Because I'm seeing the most wildest, outlandish that civilians is doing, and you know what? It's starting to seem like there's no repercussions to it. It's starting to seem like this, snitches get stitches and all of that. It's starting to seem like that ain't true. I'm starting to see a lot of civilians winning. I'm starting to see a lot of winning civilians. They coming up. What do y'all think going to happen with these so-called civilians? I'm watching, and it's very intriguing. Tune in. It's getting real intriguing. I want to know your take on this civilian talk. Is these civilians going too far? Is that shit just some hype that got 6 because they wanted to mess with 6ix9ine? Is it a real thing? Can you go to jail with the civilian card? Can you, all media people civilians? Is it a good thing to claim you a civilian? Is it a bad thing to claim a civilian? Are you a civilian? What is this civilian? Niggas, because niggas is claiming, oh, I'm a pedestrian. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, it's getting bad out here. So I could claim I'm a civilian, then come on here and be like, and then start reporting on all the gangster shit. Am I allowed to do? I'm a civilian, but now I'm allowed to report on everything happening hood wise, and then claim civilian when shit get real. This civilian shit is going too far. I don't even know I'm not claiming shit because you don't know if I snitch and I'm not gonna just throw myself. Oh yeah, I'm a rat tat. Like no. Okay, fuck that. Y'all, this civilian talk ain't that. We need to talk. We need to have the gangsters need to have a discussion on what civilians is allowed to do and not allowed to do with something. Y'all gangsters need to get it together.